Hi, I'm Christopher Dunnigan. This is HandmadeInVermont.com, and today we're talking about the Hubbardton Forge Fusion pendant. This is the 40-13-47. This is the smaller of the two sizes, and there's also a beautiful wall sconce that goes with this, so make sure you check that out. Great to see it. Let's look at the size of the fixture itself, and we're going to be talking about it independent of those cables coming down. 16.7 inches tall, 52.5 left to right, and the depth that's coming in at 30.1. This is 215 pounds. This is a pretty hefty fixture. We're going to get more into that in just a second, but let's kind of keep going with this, talking about the overall height. And that's going to give you a distance from the bottom of the fixture to the ceiling itself. Is going to be a pretty good range, 20 inches at its shortest, up to 168 inches at its longest, from the ceiling to the bottom of the fixture. If you need yours to be longer than 168, drop us a quick email. Say you're looking at the 40-13-47. Tell us the overall height you're trying to attain. We have a great customs department here at Hubbardton Forge, they do, and we can get a quote for you on getting a longer version of this fixture. We can usually go pretty far down. So the canopy up on the ceiling, that's going to be 21.1 inches wide by 10.3 inches in depth. And I want to show you a little bit more information about that, and actually a lot more information about that, because we're going to look at the installations instructions now. So if you're on the page for this on Handmade in Vermont, look over on that side of the screen. Midway down, you're going to see a link. It's going to say click here for installations instructions PDF. So open that up for me. It's going to show you a lot of information, especially on this fixture. There's a lot of good photographs there. Photographs of the canopy, how it goes on your junction box. You're going to want to take this fixture, actually this installations instructions PDF, you're going to want to email this to your electrical contractor, your builder, everyone involved, your decorator, who's ever going to be working with you on this, so they can see how this is going to attach to your ceiling. It's a two-man job, or maybe a three-man job. Going to ship on a pallet. This is a non-returnable piece because it is big, and that's how those things work. But I want to show you lots of those photographs in there that's going to show you how to assemble this and put it together. There's lots of these little pieces of glass. It's beautiful. Hubbardton Forge has like the best glass makers in the world making their glass for them, and this is fused slump glass basically. It's going to be seated, has little air bubbles in it. Each piece is like a little piece of art on its own, and there's going to be quite a few of them on here with the light coming from behind it through that glass. It's going to an amazing art installation that's going to be hanging in your room. Okay, if you are working with a sloped ceiling, you want to email me information about that so I can go over lots of details on that. Actually, what we want to see from you before you even think about ordering this is everything about your project. So I want to see photographs of the room, I want to see the ceiling, the size of the room, what you're putting it over, all those kind of things, so we can start working with you directly on this fixture, because it is a big deal. We also want to be able to send you finish samples, metal finish samples. It won't cost you anything. You want to contact me about that so you get that cleared up as well. You're going to notice there's going to be 4 of these kind of steel support cables. The electrical cable, which you can just barely see, is going to be off to one side, and that's going to be a black electrical cable sneaking up. So that is going to be there as well. Okay, let's keep going with this and talk about what you can get out of it lamping wise. It's going to be using these, and these are, you have how many of these? 10 of these E12 sockets, little sockets, and the bulb that you're going to be using is going to be these little round bulbs, and you can stick with an incandescent if you want to. It's called a G16, up to a 60 watt in each of those sockets, but a lot of people aren't going to do that. A lot of people are just going to go to LEDs because it's so much easier. I would stick with a clear bulb on this because the glass is semi-clear, translucent anyway, and I don't want to see a big white bulb behind it. I want to see what I want to see is a light source, and I don't really want to see the bulb that much. And these basically just push light out, and they're kind of invisible other than that. So this is called a G16.5, and you notice the difference in the height of them. And the reason for that is because what you can't see is deep inside of this is a little driver and a little circuit, and that's why it needs to be a little bit bigger. But a G16.5, I can find these everywhere. These are an easy bulb to get. Every light bulb website has them. Amazon has them, obviously. I can pick them up at my drugstore, Lowe's, Home Depot, any place, any hardware store will have these. They're going to offer these bulbs to you in different ways. They're going to start off at probably a 40 watt equivalent, 60 watt equivalent. I think these pretty much max out at a 75 watt equivalent, but you have 10 of these sockets, so you don't have to go too nuts to get too much light out of this. So you're going to be dimming it down anyway. So I would probably start off at 40 watt equivalents or 60 watt equivalents and kind of go from there. But the color of the light they're going to offer to you is going to be pretty important. So some people like a candlelight dinner, that kind of idea, and that would be like a 2700 Kelvin on the Kelvin scale, and that will be offered to you in these bulbs. That might be very pretty, but you might be putting this into a resort or something like that, or a hotel or a restaurant. You might want to go the other side of this, and I probably wouldn't, but some people would, and that's going to be daylight, and that's going to be 4000 Kelvin on that Kelvin scale, and that's a bluish white light. Don't think it'd be great in this, but you can always try them out. You can buy all 3 light bulbs and just plug them into whatever socket you have like this at home, see what they're like coming out. The middle of the road is going to be 3000 Kelvin, and that's warm white, soft white. That's the light coming down on this table from these 3000 Kelvin warm white, soft white light bulbs above us, and that's what I would probably use in these. But again, very easy to get. Dimmable fixture, no problem with that. Just make sure you get dimmable versions of these bulbs. If you want to see what this is going to look like in your project, you can email us photographs of that room. Tell us what you're doing, tell us the size of the room, what it's going over, like I mentioned before, but send us images of the room, and we can actually use our AI tools, our very powerful AI tools, take this fixture, put it into that room, send it back to you so you get a full color rendering. It's free, doesn't cost you anything. Definitely something you should take advantage of. Let's get into metal finishes now. If you are on the HandmadeInVermont.com website, look over in the red tabs with the pictures in them over there. You're going to see a Finishes Help Guide tab. Open that up for me. It's going to be a video there of me talking to you guys about the differences in Hubbardton Forge finishes, how they can look on different types of forging. I'm going to be referencing a chart just down below, so scroll down a little bit. You're going to see a chart. You can click on that chart, so you can click on dark smoke, you can click on soft gold, doesn't matter. Big page will pop up showing you lots of different things in that finish. You can go back to the chart and you'll notice there's letters A's on them, letter B's on some of those things, and that's going to be showing you this range of variants that you can expect to see on different translucent finishes, but I'll talk about all of that in the video, okay? Okay, showroom. Our showroom in Vermont has over 400 Hubbardton Forge fixtures. This is the biggest showroom in the world of Hubbardton Forge. No other showroom is like this. Hubbardton Forge doesn't even have their own showroom. They use this one. What's on display? We have a great tab on that. And those same red tabs, you're going to see a what's on display page. So open that up. It's going to show you everything we have on display, and including which finish, which shade, all of those things, and what kind of glass it's on there. We're open every day except Sunday, 11 to 6. I'm here every day except Sunday from 10 a.m. to 6 p.m. Eastern Time. We also have an amazing clearance center. Clearance center stuff is 75% off MSRP. It's returns, discontinued stuff, showroom samples. You have to come here to use it. Can't call us or email us about it, but it's definitely worth coming in to look at if you're in Vermont. Plus you want to use the showroom anyway because there's just so much great stuff here to see. Our number in Vermont, 802-446-2400. You can email us 7 days a week, 24 hours a day. Love to answer emails, and it's sales@HandmadeInVermont.com. So when you order from HandmadeInVermont.com, shipping is going to be free to every state except Alaska and Hawaii. No tax if we ship out of the state of Vermont. And we're the only dealer with 90-day returns, no restocking fee. Nobody else does that. Some larger items are going to be non-returnable. It's going to be really important that you are looking at the fixture on that page and kind of scroll down under the description. It'll tell you if that is the case. And that's usually for really big, giant, huge fixtures, mostly that go out on pallets. Okay, that's it. Rush program. Let's talk about that. So rush program, Hubbardton Forge generally takes about 3 to 4 weeks to go out the door. That's production time before your transit time. You always have to add that on too. We offer a rush program that takes you from that 3 to 4 weeks down to a little under 2 weeks. It's a very small addition per line item. So if you have like 1, 2, 3 items, like let's say 3 or 4 outdoor sconces, and they're all the same size and they're all the same finish, that's one line item. So it's very inexpensive to rush those kind of things. Don't be afraid to email us and ask about that. Okay, so that's really it. If you guys have any other questions, let us know. We would love to see you in our showroom sometime. And thanks for stopping in.